Hi everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Channy. My pronouns are they, she, and today we are going to be going through some of my feast of the senses. That sounds so funny, but that's what I want to call my favorites. So for March and April, as I was like going through it, I was like, oh right, it's just all the things that I love to put on my body, put in my body, have around. So if that sounds good, stick around. I realized while I was doing this, and kind of like re-realized, that I am a very sensual person. And when I say that, I mean I really exercise self-care and experience through my senses, through my taste, touch, smell, sound, it's all relevant. I think that's kind of just how I process the world around me and how I find a lot of comfort and a sense of soothing. And so a lot of my favorites have to do with that. There are going to be some makeup favorites. I didn't really include a lot of skincare favorites at this point because I think I've talked about skincare in a couple videos already. You know sort of what my current skincare routine is a little bit. You know some of the purchases that I've made recently. I want to give things a little bit more time and test things out before I come in with some skincare favorites here. But you can get a general sense just from those videos of what I'm loving and what I'm sort of using up. I'll also be including an empties video really soon too, so you'll be able to see there what I have worked through, which is an accomplishment for me, and what I have already replaced, and that'll also give you a sense of what my favorite things are in skincare. Let's get going. I'm gonna pull up my list because I am chaos walking. I can also be very organized, but this is my space, and in my space I choose to kind of just let myself be chaotic, let myself be spontaneous, and to kind of mitigate that, I want to like keep things in categories versus jumping all over the place. I'm going to start, I guess, with a couple of makeup elements that I have been really, really loving. So the first one is a South Asian owned brand, and it is called Kulfi. Oh god, I hope I'm not mispronouncing that. And it is all eyeliners. So they are kind of like kajal based eyeliners, but the really beautiful, beautiful thing about them is that they are so creamy, they are so silky. They blend out, and you have about, I asked the owners, you have about 20 seconds of play, which isn't a lot, so I would recommend doing one eye at a time. But you have about 20 seconds of play to blend it out and to spread it out, and then it sets. Phenomenal. That's what I have on my eyes here. I literally just color them on my eyes, and then I take like a smudging brush and smudge them out and then relayer it so that the intensity comes back through. These are phenomenal. I haven't tried, so I got 3 colors. I got the Chiki Chiku, I've got Rain Check, which is blue, Chiki Chiku is brown, and I've got Nazar No More, which is black. Right now I've just been sticking with the brown because I've been really loving being able to sort of have like a soft liner. And you can see that's kind of what the wing is. I've put a little bit of like dark brown powder over it just to kind of bring that pigment back in. Phenomenal. So phenomenally made, creamy. I love the system as well, and if I'm not mistaken, they have some sustainability efforts, which I'll just take a minute to look up in a second. But like, oh, so good. It's just so good. Like, look at that. And it rolls up and down. I've used this so many times already, and I'm in the space of being nervous that I'm gonna use this up in like another week and a half and need to get more. They do not currently ship to Canada. Again, my partner was headed into the US for a work event, and I got it shipped to friends of ours, and he was able to go and pick it up. So I'm hoping they start shipping soon. So let me just take a quick look at the Kulfi website. Very cool. They say that their eyeliners are infused with aloe vera, vitamin E, they're smudge proof, waterproof, yes, vegan and cruelty free. So again, right in alignment with my values when it comes to makeup. They actually also made it to Birdie's top makeup products of 2022. They made it onto that list, and I was like, hells yes. And I was thinking at some point of collecting a couple of products from that list and giving them a try if you haven't seen them yet, especially products owned by Black and Indigenous and other people of color. That was something that, you know, that's always something that I'm interested in doing. And so if that's something that you would be interested in seeing, just let me know in the comments because I'm here for it. They're a group of South Asian folks empowering their community through representation. That's why they created Kulfi. Oh, that's so sweet. If you didn't know, Kulfi is colorful, delicious South Asian ice cream. I love it. Now, you know, like that's exactly the sense that I get from the eyeliners, that it's decadent, that it's supposed to be enjoyed, that the experience is supposed to be fun and creamy and delicious for the eyes. So I think that's great. They give back. Self-expression is closely tied to mental health. Big part of my channel, exactly what I've been talking about. So they donate to mental health organizations that serve the unique challenges faced by South Asian communities. I am not sure about their sustainability efforts on the pencils, like how they have created them, but I will keep noodling and searching and seeing if I can find some of that info. I do know I've heard it mentioned in other articles as well, so yeah, I'll see if I can include that in the information below. The second one that I've been really enjoying is a blush by Kaleidos. This is a really cool brand. I believe I originally heard about them through Hannah Louise Poston on YouTube. I've been following them for almost a year now. She's amazing. I love just the grungy looks that she makes. That definitely encouraged me to start exploring different colors. I normally would have stayed far away from like an olive, shimmer, green, bronzy. Like I didn't think I could pull those colors off, but because of watching Hannah, I definitely felt more safe to explore my self-expression through makeup, through grungy looks. She has definitely inspired some of the looks that I've done, and how much I feel like I can play with my eye looks. So shout out to Hannah. You have definitely influenced both my haircut, because I got a wolf cut because of you, and also helping me feel like that I can do anything with my eye looks, that the world is my oyster in that way. But also, I saw her featuring Kaleidos, and I think she has a couple of different products, maybe a couple of eye palettes. I think she actually has this blush, or a different type of, a different color of this blush, and some of their highlighters, if I'm not mistaken, on her channel. But I saw it there and I was like, hells yes, this is very inexpensive, very cool. And this kind of mimics that like almost like highlighter pink that's going around right now. I think like Dior has one, Persona Cosmetics has one. I've seen State of Kate mention, yeah, the Essence one as a dupe for the Dior, and the Persona as a dupe for the Dior. And I just liked this one. I saw this one and I hadn't seen many people talking about it, and so I wanted to try this one. I love it. It's what I have on my cheeks right now. I'm not even sure if you can see it. It's so subtle. I definitely thought that a cool toned, bright neon pink would not work for my skin tone, and I was totally wrong. It's a great topper if you've gone a little bit too tan or a little bit too orange on your blush. It really, you know, kind of color corrects it and brings it back to like a nice, like still warm but a more rosy tone. I love it, and I love wearing it alone too. It's kind of just like a subtle pop of color on the cheeks. So if you as well are like my skin tone, maybe even darker, and you felt like you could not pull this off, I am gonna challenge that thought. I almost dropped it. Could not pull this off. I'm gonna challenge that thought for you and say, give it a try. So the first one is, I don't actually have it with me, it's sitting in my fridge, but a couple months ago I went on a work trip. We do seasonal work retreats to kind of like get organized for the next season, and we had someone come in to take care of some of the meals, and her business name is Veggie Annie. Her and her daughter run this business, and they're so phenomenal. Their food is so freaking good, and they're the sweetest people on this earth. If you're ever in the DC area, please look into getting catered by them if you have an event going on. They're really sweet and so caring. I was having a really tough time. It was when my dad was going in for surgery, and Veggie Annie showed me this whipped cream recipe that she makes, and now I religiously put it in my coffee and my tea. So it is my first favorite for taste is a salted cinnamon whipped cream that I make. I always have some on hand to put into teas and coffee, and it's just decadent. It's amazing. Adding a little bit of salt to your coffee is just makes the flavor so much better. It's good enough, and it's elevated my coffee to the point that I no longer like getting coffee out of the house. I would prefer to have my coffee. Oh yeah. It feels like decadence. It feels like the way I want to start my morning, with like a treat. Yeah, I love it. I really love it. If y'all are interested, just let me know. And shout out to Veggie Annie for sharing it with me. You know, it made my week so much better that week, and it's made every day better since. The next is a type of tea, and it's a tea that I have every day. It's the Celestial Bangle Spice tea. It is so good. It is herbal, so it doesn't have any caffeine, which is phenomenal, so I can drink it any time of the day. I would highly recommend this. I know people have seen this and probably tried this. There is something about it that like has clicked in my brain the last time I tried it a couple months ago, and I truly don't go a day without having at least 1 cup of this with a little bit of oat milk. The ingredients are so dang good. Cinnamon, ginger, cardamom, cloves. Ugh. Like what? It's a caffeine-free interpretation of chai, so of course I'm gonna be like, this is my shit, because it's delicious and it's caffeine-free, so it means that I don't have to worry about having it late at night. So good. So enjoyable. So comforting, especially during the cold months. But I can't imagine it wouldn't be delicious as an iced tea as well. Oh, it's so good. I'm regretting that I didn't make a cup of this tea for this video. Like, I'm kind of looking around. I usually have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee with me, and I feel naked right now about it. The next, I think, and last food taste of the senses is Tony's Chocolonely bar, and this one is the 42% dark milk chocolate, pretzel, and toffee. I feel like I don't have to say anymore. I feel like that speaks for itself. Dark milk chocolate, pretzel, and toffee. End. Tony's Chocolonely is really, really beautiful. I think that they have some really good ethics, or at least that they speak about ethics that I am very much in alignment with. If you read it, crazy about chocolate, serious about people. Hi there, we're Tony's Chocolonely. We exist to end modern slavery and illegal child labor in the chocolate industry. Our vision is 100% slave-free chocolate, not just our chocolate, but all chocolate worldwide. The more people join us and share our story, the sooner 100% slave-free chocolate becomes the norm. The choice is yours. Are you in? Yes, I am in. Tony's Chocolonely, consider me in. This is one of the only chocolates that I eat now. I'm here for it. Fair trade. The ingredients look great. I'm here. I love it. Give it a try. Where did I put my phone? Oh, I always lose my phone even when it's right in front of me. I have a couple of things that I want to talk about in terms of clothing. I just want to shout out a brand, Philaprint. I've gotten a couple of items from them in the last month, and I'm in love with them. I'll put in some clips of me wearing them. This t-shirt, Don't Call the Cops t-shirt, long sleeve shirt, it's so comfortable, it's so good. You'll see that there's more written on the back. Very in alignment with my ethics. Do not call the cops. There are other support, community support organizations and efforts out there. It's not always the right call. Need I say more? I think we can all agree that under many circumstances, the cops should not be the first call that you make. And I love wearing this with pride outside and wearing my ethics on my sleeve. It is a beautiful shirt. I will definitely be purchasing more from them. The second thing that I purchased from them is their Decommodify Community hoodie. It is promoting mutual aid, practicing mutual aid, and rethinking how we visualize community, or how we think about community, in terms of not just creating community around things that you have to spend money around, but rather, in my mind, this is what I take from it, but rather creating community that relies on each other for care, where we can give back and forth, and that it's not, you don't have to spend a bunch of money to have a good community. You don't have to be the most resourced, have a shitload of whatever it is to engage in community efforts, that we can practice mutual aid with what we've got in that moment. And again, that's very in alignment with my ethics. I believe we can all practice mutual aid. You don't have to have a lot to be able to contribute and take care of each other. And again, it's really lovely to be able to wear that on my chest. The next fashion thing are the jeans that I'll cut to. They're Levi's jeans. I believe they're like the 70s high waist jeans. These are so comfortable. I actually kind of consciously chose to get a size that was big around the waist because I am looking for a pair of jeans that I can wear all summer, that aren't too tight, that like when I eat, they don't squeeze my tummy, and I'm pretty much just gonna rock these all summer with like sports bras. I have literally napped in these jeans. They're so big, they're lightweight, they're soft. I can't say enough good things about these jeans. If you haven't, go out and get them. I'm already thinking of getting another pair in a different color because they're just so good. They're good for lounging around the house. I'm sure you could find a way to dress them up, dress them down, and I'm excited to wear them all summer long and stay nice and cool in them because they are light and because they are baggy enough on my frame that they're not sort of like sticking to my skin. And then last but not least, I'm going to show you this little pair. My partner got me these because we saw my sister with them on and we were like, jinx, I'm going to get them. So these are Nike Blazers. I am very excited to wear them. As you can see, I haven't worn them yet, but don't they just look super cute? I can't. And if you can tell from my style, I don't really wear a lot of like girly clothing. Yes, I'm a tomboy. I don't know, I just don't really, I wear a lot of men's clothes, like men's shirts and stuff like that. I thrift, I put money into brands owned by people of color whose ethics, you know, queer and trans owned brands as well, whose ethics match mine. My camera died because it was like, we're overheating. And the battery's almost gone. So I'm gonna really quickly finish up. Boom, Nike Blazers, super cool. I haven't worn them yet, but I'm excited about them. Shout out to my partner. Thank you, Zach, for getting me the Nike Blazers. And last but not least, oh God, yeah, I totally forgot. Farm Boy, blackberry and hibiscus bubbly water. This is a treat. I definitely recycle the containers. So yummy. So yummy. Bubbly water is my treat so that I don't drink pop or sugar. And I love the hibiscus blackberry flavor. Farm Boy, for those who are not in Canada, is like our equivalent of Trader Joe's. Body care. This is an Indigenous owned brand. It's called Sequoia. This is their Sky Woman hand and body lotion. It is, I have no words. Oh my God. The smell. Heaven. Heaven. The feeling, heaven. So well formulated, so beautiful. Oh my gosh, I can't. So they say, God, I can't. It's really hard to think when I smell it. Sky Woman is a very unique scent, starting with a mystical and citrus-like background. Yes. Under the notes, you can sense the sweetness of fruits. Yes. The elegant, soft fragrance of exotic flowers. Yes. With a slight ocean spray touching the air. All yes. All yes. And look at this beautiful packaging. I will never purchase anything else. This is my ride or die now. I love it. I love that it's Indigenous owned. I love the smell of this. Their prices are phenomenal. I have a body scrub of theirs too. I cannot recommend these highly enough. Please go out and spend your money on this brand because they deserve it. They make such good products. I can't even. Oh my God. I just can't. It's, oh God, how do they make it smell like that? It literally smells like all of my dreams come true in a fragrance, and that's saying something because I'm picky. I don't even have a perfume that I like all the time, and I like this all the time. My next fragrance type of thing is a company that my sister's friend actually owns, based out of Ottawa, my hometown, and it's called Valley Candle Co. And oh my gosh, yeah, it's woman owned. It's a phenomenal company. These candles are so cute, and they're named for various neighborhoods around my hometown in Ottawa. They also have a Toronto collection. When I just say that these smells are nuanced and gorgeous and lovely, and you need to put your money into this company if you are looking for some new candles, please do it. This this scent is Manitic. It's so sweet. They say take a stroll down by the rapids and breathe in all of their restorative energy with this river smells inspired candle. Bergamot, eucalyptus, lavender, and lemon. Inspired by the community. 100% essential oils and soy wax. 40 hours clean burn time. This just smells like nature. Clean. Fresh. I haven't even lit this one yet. The one that I have been burning that I'm like, here for is Westboro. It's like creamsicle, but like more tart. There's a tartness to it. So good. You have to try it. My battery is dying. I have more to share, but my battery is dying. So I'm going to close it out here. And in my next one, I'll talk about some of the shows that I really love to watch because I am a big TV girl. So stay tuned for my next favorites. I will include that. And I hope that this was fun and gave you some ideas if you do have a little bit of a budget that you'd like to pick mindfully for spending. Maybe a couple of these items will be inspirational for you. I hope you have a really good day. Please, if you like this video, hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't. Yeah, I hope this community grows. And remember that you are beautiful just the way you are. You don't need to change for anybody. You are good enough. Have a good one, okay?